All right, from one European machine to another European machine. This time, a Philips. They were relabeled here under the Oreck name, using Dutchtech as the model for them. And there were multiple models. There was a straight suction model. There was like a DTX 1100, and this one's the 1300, meaning it came with a smaller nozzle, and the 1400 came with the EBK 340. This I acquired on a trip. I was at the Mall of America and visiting a nearby friend and collector, my friend Josh, who has brought me multiple machines, as you may already know. But I figured, why not give Marketplace a look while I'm down there? And I came across this for about 50 bucks. And it's like, I've heard good things. Why not check it out? So I message him, and I'm off to go get some cash from the ATM. And a while later, he messages me and tells me he can't get it to turn on. And I'm just like, oh. I'm like, oh, crap. He's like, but if you want it for parts or whatever, you're welcome to it. And it's like, free machine. It's like, I suppose I can tinker with it, see if I can get it up and running, right? Well, it didn't have a problem. it didn't have a problem at all. And, I wanted to note, Oslo Plus. You can actually get HEPA bags for these. You'll have to import them, of course, but you can get them. But this, like a central vacuum, has a 3-position switch. So there's a position for machine on, power nozzle, and machine on, and then in the center is just off. So either he didn't try this switch, or he didn't try the body switch. Because when I got this back to my friend's place, it fired right up, and I was like, oh. And it came with, like, I think 3 things of bags, a partial one here, and I had a bag in it, and I didn't think it was that dirty, but I would rather not impede the testing of it. I will say, taking these things apart is kind of a pain, because it's like there's some hidden latches on here, and I thought at several points this machine was actually going to break. It being an older machine, it it's going to be a little bit more brittle. And interestingly, the motor in here looked just about the same as my Nilfisk. I know they make HEPA filters for the 1400 variety. I think these just had a flat filter, which I don't have in there. But yeah, it's like the motor in here just really resembled the Nilfisk one. Although I don't think we're going to have as much power out of this, because it seems like the motor, the suction is diverted to a few different parts to keep them cool. Like there's a little tube that comes off and goes to the control board here, and another one to the cord winder, and I think there's a third one, but it's been a while and I can't remember exactly where it was. So I think we're going to see good power out of it, but it's not going to be as strong as the GM80, just due to that. Oh, and we have a little parking switch. Kind of cool to see some of these features on some of these older machines. I can't remember if the older Milas, around this age, would have had a parking thing in it. But, so yeah, that's the story of how I ended up getting a free Dutchtech, because they thought it was broken. Oh, although when I was taking it apart, I accidentally broke one of the, I can't remember what it was. It was something on the speed control board. It was a metal piece, and I accidentally kind of broke it out of it, but it was a really clean break. So fortunately, my brother-in-law is a skilled solderer, or at least more skillful than I am, and he was able to reattach that, and it continues to work. So very grateful to him for being able to do that. And it looks like we won't be testing the body power, because it does not turn on without a hose. These handle switches are really convenient for these kind of things. But we have the Dutchtech set up over there, so let's give it a turn on. That's closed. Oh, I can hear leaking around there. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know why, but I can hear obvious leaking right around the button lock. That's really weird. But whatever. Alright, I know you guys can't see that too well, but we have a little bit of rust inside here. So I'm going to give that a quick sanding. Well, this is interesting. I thought, you know, the wand was the problem, and so I went and got another one, and it's the same thing. The button lock does not make it all the way down. I mean, this is so much like a, you know, typical central vac connection that I just always assumed it was the same. I was going to negate my test results from that last wand, but seeing as we're having the same issue here, we're just going to have to press forward. So I think I already got the airflow out of it. I don't think I took suction, so we'll do that real quick with this wand. It doesn't really matter. They're both telescopic wands. Yeah, despite the leak, still pretty strong. Alright, this little nozzle, we're going to have some big nose diving off of this one. I really should build VacLab's airflow box with the two holes, but it's like, it's just, it's like I don't have that many more machines to test, and it's like I don't feel like I'm going to get many more either. So, I don't know, it's just like it doesn't really feel like it'll be worth the effort in the long run. Call that good. I'm gonna put my foot up here to try to keep this thing on the box. Yeah, we're definitely sinking. Let's turn this back on. Do it again. Yeah, very quiet nozzle. Oh. So we didn't go down much at all. It's weird how that works. Okay. Well, let's see what it does if I just... Whew. Okay. So right before I do the cleanup testing, I just realized that I haven't done the electrical measurements. I'm just glad I remembered before I stopped recording. Because if I had already begun working on the video, I wouldn't bother. Let's start it with just the main motor. We're at full power. It says 1300 watts. Clearly it's not using that. But I think the 1300 applies to with the power nozzle, maybe. Turn that on. Yeah. The EBK 280 here. Not a very power hungry nozzle. of the 2 European machines tested today, this one definitely did better, but that was to be expected. It's like, I do think, you know, the Viking has the better power head, unless this one had the 360 on it, or 340, like the 1400 did. But, oh, you know, I also, this is actually not the original nozzle for it. The original one had it seemed like the motor was kind of bound up a little bit, and I tried to lubricate it, but these are kind of weird motors. So I couldn't fix that, and over time that motor would really heat up, and it's like, okay, I don't think I should use this one. But fortunately I had another one of these standing by that just so happened to have the Oreck name on it. So it's like, okay, cool.